There were a number of reasons why we decided to prepare a co-working report. Mainly it's because of the dynamic development of the sector in Poland, but as well our involvement and experience we gained over the last 12-18 months, cooperating with shared space, and as well our involvement in helping WeWork in finding a right place for the new locations.
Co-working has become more and more important in the office market in Poland, in particular in Warsaw. How are investors reacting to that? Buildings end up having longer leases, but it's difficult sometimes to evaluate the value of a lease with a co-working operator, and that's why we have put a discussion panel together where there will be a person who's a developer, there will be the investment manager, there will be an asset manager, a person who's looking after buildings and tenants, and then there will also be a view from the financial sector with a banker's view on financing of buildings with co-working operators.
It's a topic that people speak all the time, and that's why it's as if it's a new sector, but really this is such a new thing. There's so much going on. It changes so fast.
Traditionally, the co-working sector was attractive for startups, SMEs, freelancers, and only 10% were accounted for corporate clients. And right now, the trend is shifting, and corporate clients will be majority of the members of co-working centers.
I learned that co-working, as much as it definitely has the baton in creating new trends. It also very much supports already existing ones with workplace or the ones that are to take the future office forward. So with biophilic designs.
The co-working sector is a fantastic product because it gives them the much needed flexibility. Flexibility is, at the end of the day, longevity in business. So even more businesses, irrespective of size, now need to be ever more flexible.
Co-working is it offers flexibility and it offers the opportunity to occupy incredibly exciting, good quality space without having to spend that initial big outlay of money up front. And I think that appeals to a lot of occupiers. So I think co-working will certainly continue to grow. At WeWork, we are very, very committed to markets like Warsaw, and I think it will probably be one of our biggest expansion markets for 2019 for sure.
At a certain stage, there will be co-working operators who will also focus on sub-markets within the capital city. So for instance, Prague might be a thing because it's kind of an upcoming funky place to be, and maybe also the Mokotów district, which is the biggest office cluster in Central and Eastern Europe.
If you look at where co-working is now, even in the most mature markets globally, it's less than 5% of the total marketplace. So that means 95% of the market is still leased traditionally. When you look at predictions as to how much co-working will grow, it's likely that it will get to between 15 and 30% of the total market, but it still means that 70% is going to be conventionally leased.
As we can see, there is a huge growth potential. So I strongly believe that we can double or even triple it over a couple of next years.